This is the sporting events and aerobic anaerobic energy contributions clip. This last very small topic is looking at the relationship between the theory that we've been covering in the previous clips and sporting events. So really looking at aerobic and anaerobic ATP production and looking at where each would be important in various activities. Just as a general point, about 50% of the ATP comes from aerobic sources after 2 to 3 minutes of intense exercise. And by the time we get to 10 minutes, 90%. If you remember back to an earlier clip, we talked about the 3 energy systems and the order in which they were activated. So this is a concept you really need to think about when looking at this clip. Remember that the ATP-PC system is the first system activated at the very beginning of exercise for the first 5 seconds, and then it will start to peter out. Then glycolysis is the second energy system activated, and aerobic production of ATP finally activated last. These photographs are of marathon runners, and for a marathon, which is 42.195 kilometres, aerobic energy production is extremely important there. If we look at much shorter events, then anaerobic energy production is more important. And we'll have a look at some examples of those right now. So in general terms, short-term and high-intensity activities rely on anaerobic metabolism, and long-term and low to moderate intensity activities rely on aerobic metabolism. If we have a look on the left-hand side of the slide for now, we're looking at percent aerobic contribution and percent anaerobic contribution, starting from 1 to 3 seconds up to 120 minutes or 2 hours of activity. 1 to 3 seconds, we're looking at 100% anaerobic. Then a key point to note is around the 2 to 3 minute mark, you're looking at 50-50 in terms of 50% aerobic, 50% anaerobic contribution. By 10 minutes, it's mostly aerobic, and looking at the 2 hour mark, it's 100% aerobic contribution. If we take a look at the right-hand side of the slide, it shows you some examples of activities and the contribution of aerobic and anaerobic sources. It's recommended now that you attempt the quiz, sporting events and aerobic anaerobic energy contributions, and when you're happy with your understanding in this topic, you can move on to the next main topic, exercise metabolism.